Hello everybody. I have made videos. I haven't upposted them because my camera keeps sliding in the middle of posting, and one got over too long. Wasn't happy with it, and I'm going to try to get back to regular again. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm sorry. There's my first yawn. We're going to do what's on my desk because there's like lots of stuff floating all around here. I like even that I have. I don't know what to do with those. So, but I seen this today, watching Leslie on 507 Willow House Journals. And I guess I just had these. They're in the back of a music book. It's a 1930s music book. And I saw how she did this. She folded it not all the way over. And then we're going to go here. And then I just got to trim it a bit there before I put it down. I'm a little tired. I had a full day yesterday trying to get to my doctor's. It's not easy to get to my new doctor's office. Where she was first located was easy. I could take a train right to it, and then we have trains that go in from Montreal, which is like the largest city, and you know, universities are all there, and it comes up to these smaller towns. Saint Jerome is the furthest it comes, which is the city I live in. I don't know about the other towns. It could be another line. I don't know, because it's just enough for me to learn this. But, and it stops in all the small towns before it reaches Montreal. But at certain times of the day, it only goes so far. So it goes at, now my doctor's office is in this area, and it's train, subway, bus, walk. It was like, I was exhausted by the time I left at 8, and I was lucky because if Andre didn't take me to where the train is, that would have added another hour, because it's a bus from my house to where the train is an hour by a city bus. But I left at 8 in the morning, got home in my house at 4 o'clock. Or a little, maybe, yeah, just before 4, about 3:45. So it was a long day. So I didn't even think I crafted last night. Did I? I printed some things off that I have to get in the mail. That's it. So I haven't even, and I'm going to yawn a lot, guys, because I'm tired from yesterday. And I went to bed early and I had a good sleep. And I'm trying to change up my schedule a bit because I have to get weight off, and one of the big things is getting proper sleep. And I am bad for not having breakfast, lunch, dinner, because I sleep in and then I'm eating too late at night. So I'm trying to get up earlier, have my breakfast, and then, you know, whatever. That's the way it is. So how I thought of doing this, like she did it, like I could glue this shut, but how I think I'm going to do it is I'm going to, first of all, you can cover what you want. If you don't want book page showing, before you glue it up, grab your paper, cover it if you want. I don't think I'm going to cover the whole thing. I think I'm just going to, you know, do something. I brought my bits of scrap here, and I've got other scraps everywhere because I got scraps coming everywhere. So maybe I'll do a little bit of this one. This one might go in my Christmas journal. Well, this paper can be Christmas or not Christmas. I should have brought my, oh, I did bring my tear ruler. And then I'll save. And I'm not saving all these scraps right now. I've got too many scraps, but I will save that one. And I think I'm going to put, of course, I don't have to go all the way down. Or do I want to put it on this side? Now I'm almost wishing it was bigger. And then I've got, did I bring my ink? Of course I didn't bring my ink. I brought my rulers. I didn't bring my glue stick. And actually today you're probably going to get 2 videos. I'm doing these 2 separate because I want to, it's a series I want to do for something else. It's thinking outside of the box. This is sort of thinking outside of the box. Leslie is very unique in a lot of her styles, and I love it. And sometimes things she does, I don't know how she put it together, like the way she puts it together. It comes naturally for her. Some things, you know, we find our own, we take somebody's style and we adapt it to our style. Now, I don't know if now I'm like, do I want to cover the whole thing, or should I just cut a bigger piece and have it more rigid? It is almost what I'm thinking. I think this is just too straight. And you know, that's what I'm trying to decide. The reason I keep thinking of this side is to strengthen this up, the edging up. And what I might do as well. Sometimes when you've got this old vintage paper, you have to be careful because the ends become very fragile. So sometimes you might want to take and strengthen that up. You can do it two ways. You could put some washi tape on the inside, or you could take a piece of scrap because no one is really going to see it. If you have a thin piece of scrap, you could put, or you could put just another scrap of book page if you don't want to waste like on something that you're not going to see and you've got some book page, you know. I'm just trying to see what I've got in here that I might use, but I don't really have anything. But I always have a book close by that I don't use it often. Well, now I can't find it, so we'll just use this one. This one works too. And so a lot of times I strengthen those edges up. Oops, that didn't tear well, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just putting a piece along here just to strengthen that up. And by putting paper on both sides, then it won't, for me, I feel a little safer with it. With sliding something in and out of the pocket, because you know, sometimes that takes a little bit more wear and tear. This is sort of what's on my desk and a new idea at the same time, but it's still sort of what's on my desk because I'm taking like when I go to decorate it, trying my best to take scraps off my desk. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. And I'm trying to, I haven't been feeling very creative either. Kind of forcing it. And sometimes I'm just sitting at my paper looking, what do I want to do today? I have a lot of, like, it's not that I'm not feeling creative. I've got too many ideas floating around in my head. And so that will just strengthen that edge up. And I'll probably do the same here. But in this case, once I decide on the paper, I'll probably put washi tape because you'll notice it more. And depending on where you put this in your journal, how you put it might be determined if you cover the back or not. I want this to be a double. I want it to be pocket, pocket. And then it'll have a side pocket, right? So I only want to glue it down in certain places. Should have glued this one first, and I just noticed that this isn't glued very well, so let me put a little more glue on the end of that. So I need glue along this edge is where I was going. Sorry guys, my brain is a little slow today. So I want it to close there, and I want it to close along there. Oh, and I want it to close. I should have put some glue here as well. Let's put a little more glue there because I keep opening and shutting it. And then, and my doctor's appointment went really well. My blood pressure has been terrible for a long, long time. And when I went in, I told her, oh, my blood pressure is going to be terrible. You know what I want to do? Sorry, guys. I'm going to open that up again, so I'll have to re-glue it. Glad I thought about it now. I want to, did I see a piece of, but is it big enough? It might be big enough. No, not quite long enough. So I've got more here. So I'll take a scrap piece of bag. Oop. And there's my tear ruler. Oh, it's right here. and my blood pressure was really good. Like I've been fluctuating for years between, it might have been too thick to do it that way. Oh, well, I did it anyways. Between 145 and 148. And I was down to 125. And she took it 3 times because we couldn't believe it. But I've got blood tests to do. We're going to check for diabetes because I get a lot of swelling in my lower things. I have to do a heart ultrasound just to make sure my heart's okay, because I am overweight, and I'm not I'm not like 10 or 20 pounds overweight. I'm a big girl, and I need to get that look taken care of. I need to get my weight in control. It's no longer about just how I look. It is about my health. So what I'm going to do is, because I want to make the one pocket stick up a little bit more, and I'm just going to use a piece of this. Yes, baby love. And so I have a heart monitor to do. I could have probably made that a little bit smaller. I want it to be like on a crinkled side. Trim it right about here. And yes, I do tear it. I want it to look crinkled. You're fine. And benty. Benty. Good English word, huh? Benty. You're fine. Before I glue it on, I want to take some ink. Which way is that going? This way. You're fine. You're not getting anything else. It's time for you to nap. You know her. She's always got to give her 2 cents. I don't want it. I want it to kind of, and also it'll help define the one pocket. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, I gotta move that back up. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, you're just fine, and you're not getting anything else. Sorry, but you're not. You're not. You hear me? You're not. You're not. Yeah, you're not. Okay, and I'm not going to glue that down yet because I want to do something. I'm thinking now I might cover... I'm not going to cut, like I want some of the music paper showing, but I think I'm going to put that there. I'm not, it's kind of the perfect size for there. So we're going to drop that in there. We might not get to anything else on our desk. It might be just decorating this great pocket. Missy, no. No. Over here. Let's go. Lay down. No. No. Okay. Then I'm going to ink this. And the reason why I waited to put down, need a little more ink here. I mean glue. I'm going to glue that there. In your box. You're not getting anything. You're not driving me batty the whole time. Well, you probably will. Looking for my little circle punch and I can't seem to find it. Sorry guys. Usually it's in this one spot. Doesn't seem to be there right now. Oh, is that it? Yeah, found it. I don't need my big one. Move, baby. Move. In your box. in your box. You're not coming up. She wants to lay up here. And I got to stop her from doing that because I just don't have room. Especially right now, my desk is a mess. So I want to come in here before I glue that down in. Come on. I'm just inking that up so it stands out a little bit, because it doesn't really stand out super well, but that's okay. There we go. And I probably, now that I'm thinking it, should have put the paper all the way across. And now it's too late. Do I have a little piece I can just stick in there? Yeah. When you make mistakes, just fix them. At least try. Try to fix your mistakes. No, you're not coming up. No. No. It's not really still standing out. Now we're going to glue this down. Glue that down. So what we have is a pocket here and a pocket here. Now we don't, there, okay. And I'm going to put a little glue there. Fold it over a little. Might fold this one over a little. Okay. Now, I did it again. I was going to cover that before I put that pocket down. Thank goodness. See, my brain is still sleeping. Still sleeping. I don't know if I've got that other color I wanted to use. Any of it left. Because this one is too, I think, oh no, maybe that one would work well. I'll come that way. Okay. What? You're not coming up? No, you're not. I'm getting my other tear ruler because I want it. I don't want that small looking tear. I want it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to pull this in. Boo boo. I said no. Or what I want. Okay, I just want to ink up that edge. And then I want to put glue all over this. Down. No. She is determined to be up here with us, guys. She likes being up here with us. She is so determined. Oh, she's laying down now. So hopefully that'll settle her for a few minutes. Hopefully. Just to make sure I got enough glue on there. Especially since I don't want that to stop a tag from, there we go. And we'll trim that. The hard part is going to be the color I put here. That's going to be a hard one. Okay, so let's just glue that down because it's ready to be glued down now. It's kind of sticking, but I just want to make sure it doesn't fall apart. So I'm just going to, there we go. And like we can still add more to this if we wanted. A nice label could come in here. You could, I don't think I have a right color sitting it because of course it's too close. But you could put, you know, a label in here if you wanted to. You could put a flower, you could put some, this isn't going to go with it. You could put something here if you wanted to. It's up to you. I mean, you could add or take away from it as much as you want, how you want to decorate it. That's up to you. I might find something as I'm going. And then, oh, I should have glued along the top here. I forgot about that. There we go. So technically now, like you can, like I'm going to leave it like this, but I could decorate it more later when I know if I'm putting it in with a Christmas, I might want to pull in a Christmas image into this. And how you could do this, I said down. I said down. Lay down. How you, two ways you can use this. Obviously it doesn't go in this journal, just because it's right here. I'm going to show you. You could glue it in your here, and then if you wanted to, you could just glue it on the sides here, have pocket, 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 pocket. You could just paper clip this in and cover the back, and in this case, because it's depending on, you know, where you the slide, because this is you put something in here, right? So if you want, you glue it, you could have that sticky with a tab on it and sticking out, right? And then, of course, that's not, I just ruined that gluing up there. I didn't give it time to dry. So you can determine how you want it in the actual journal. Or you could paper it, clip it in if you want, just to the top. But you could paper clip it to the top, because then you could add that tab on the end and the tab could be sticking out. You could even do that if you wanted to. So just, and then if you're putting, you can cover this in the back to make it a writing spot. So I'm not doing that because I don't know yet where I'll put it. I have a feeling, do I have my Christmas journal? I think this is too big for the Christmas journal I have sitting here. That's not the Christmas journal. I thought I had, yeah, it's too big. So I could make one smaller for this, because this pattern, this would have been really nice in here. So I could make a smaller one and come in and put it on. So, like, obviously that's too big. And you could glue it in, or just, I would probably paper clip mine in and then have a tab and then have it sticking over the edge. And this one actually would look nice in here, right? I could even clip it here if I glue it on here and add it as a page. There we go. I probably might do that. I think I have to trim a bit off the top, but I think, because I've got that nice red in there, and I'm still, might still cover that whole thing. Or I could, no, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this into, I'm going to glue that on there. Then I'm just going to glue the top and the bottom, and I'm going to put a side tuck. I'm going to do that. So this is going to go in this journal, and I'm going to leave it right in there because that's where I'm going to use it. I love it. See, I didn't even know when I was making it. And look, it's perfect. It goes in that Christmas journal perfectly. So then I will add some Christmas images to it and go from there. Let's go ahead. Let's see what, since this is in my hand, Let's see. I'm just going to trim that up a bit more. There we go. I'm going to do something with this. I'm just thinking, do I have a journal I can put this in? Can't go in here because this is my cluster journal. Could go in this one. I'm just trying to think how I want to use it. Do I want to put it in there? No. Kind of thinking I wanted, I was thinking I wanted, oh, I got it upside down. I'm trying to think how I want to use this piece, so it might sit here for a second. I think it's probably going to become a journal, a smaller journal card, so I want to back it. Oh, that scrap should go in there. I have this bag here too, and the reason why the bag is sitting here because I threw it on ink accidentally. So obviously I'm going to pin it in, but of course there's ink on the front too. So I'm going to go ahead and fix this up, and I kind of want to choose a journal to put it in. What is this? Oh, I think I was going to turn that into a journal. That's what I got to work on that. See how that goes. Maybe I'll put it in this fall one. I don't know how much fall stuff I got laying around. Let's see if we have a place we can put it in here. It's a little too big, I think, unless I put it on the back and then I cover up that beautiful, beautiful. I think this was my hard time doing this journal because like so much of this bag is it's too big for this. It's too big for that. It really is. So we're just going to decorate it whatever way. Maybe it'll be good for this Christmas journal. I don't know if this one is completed. Let's see. Do I have a spot? That sits in there. Let's see. But I don't really have my Christmas paper close by. Maybe I wanted to do something with. Again, I don't want to cover up. Again, it's a little too big for this journal, this bag. Boop. That's too bad. It's too big for this journal. I should finish that one up. It's almost done. Okay, what do we do with this one? What do we do with this one? Oh, we'll put it here maybe. Yeah, we're going to put it here. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So it's going to go inside this journal. So let's cover it up. And I'm kind of leaving that open because I'm a matchy-matchy kind of person. So let me see. I do want to put something along there, but it depends if I want to cover that whole thing up. And that would make, I'm thinking of collaging this. So let's collage this up. We still have to put something there. And what I might end up doing is just pulling, if I can find where this starts. Yeah, I might put some washi there on the top. I want some glue. This just makes it stronger because washi tape, it doesn't have a really strong glue on it. put my glasses down so I can see what I'm doing here. And I kind of want it to go on. Don't want to glue the pocket. But that'll also strengthen that top of that bag too, so it doesn't tear. Okay, so now we just got to trim that up. Boop, boop. That worked out well. Nice, simple. Cover up that stain. No sense in throwing the whole bag out, right? There we go. Even that could go on here if I decide to use it. Okay. Oh. I'm looking for something. I don't know where I put that. Oh, I know where I put it. It's right in front of my face. It's in my bag and collage. See, I have bags I've collaged already. Looking for this. This one will work perfectly because it's got a bit of a pink tone to it. Work perfectly. Yep, there we go. Me trying not to overthink everything, just go with it, because sometimes I don't get things done because I spend so much time. Whoop! Didn't really get a lot of glue there. I spend so much time hemming and hawing what I want to do. Okay. That so far, and what I'm thinking of doing is turning this into the tag to go in it. How much of that would I use for a tag? If I use this for a tag, seeing if I can use some of it. Wouldn't leave me enough. Okay, so that thought's out. Because I definitely think I want that for the tag. Or sorry guys, I'm like that, but it's letters on top of letters. So not sure if that'll work. The picture's pretty. The picture's pretty. Okay, let me get rid of those scraps. I'm trying to use up my scraps, not print any more paper, because I'm getting a collection again. But I don't, because I use so much pink, I don't have a lot of pink right now. I think this is too big. And and too plain in color. But there's a labels here I might want to use. Oh, maybe this will work perfectly. Maybe this. But there was something else just then when I pulled that out. It's too bright. I think I'm going to go with this. Even though that journal's really pink, and this is, it feels like the green sticks out more than anything in that one. See, this is what I tell you about overthinking. That's what I tell you. An overthinker. It's not always great. I'm going to cut this. Just so that I can decide where I'm going with this. Glue out of the way. Where's that metal tear ruler? I can't even speak. Okay, there's the plastic one. Okay. How can you just have something and it disappear on you? You answer me that question. How can you have just something and it disappear? Oh, it's just buried under something. Now, see, I want it that bigger. Well, maybe it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Again, I told you, try not to overthink things. Which I have a habit of doing. I'm not heavy inking this, just lightly. Just because where you tear, sometimes you get a bit of white paper seeing through. So, just lightly going ahead. The phone, my computer went off. It got very, very quiet, guys. Very quiet. Okay, let me check our time. Oh, we're good. We're 37 minutes. So we have technically 20 minutes to go. So we're good. We're good. We're good, guys. We're good. I could even come in with that. We might use that. And I think we might use this girl. We're going through some ideas here, because then I thought, but I don't think I have a pink frame. Maybe I do have a pink frame. It's a little small. Sometimes I like to off balance it just to give it a different look. Sometimes I do that. My pink is too small. Most of my pinks, they got cut, I think, are too small. I make these. These are in my shop. I can trim her hair up a bit. I just want to get her to fit better within the frame. But I think I need a dark pink. I think I need a dark pink. And my dark pinks aren't that long. Wish that my dark pinks were longer. I only have one that's long. Because I think this just blends too well. Maybe we change the picture. Let's leave these two frames here. I don't think the cream, because I think the cream blends too much. I could come in, or do we go with the kitty cat? But again, my frame's going to be too, no, it's too green for what I want. Then I had a cluster here, but I think with all the other stuff in it, it's too much. I like the girl. I kind of like the way I'm going with a frame. Or oh, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice there. And we can still put her in here. I think the frame is throwing me, guys. I think it's the frame. I like that rose on it, so I decided to go with that rose because I do like it there. So let me glue it and put it on because I like it. And I'm committing to it. I am now committed to the rose on there. I like that a lot. Okay. I do like that a lot. I don't think this one will look good there. I think I need to bring in another color, but I'm trying to think if I have a natural color frame somewhere. Because I really want a frame, but see, I don't want all that. It's maybe just too much pink. So I need a different color there. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a frame, right? Well, this would have been pretty there too. This would have been pretty there too. I'm like, yep. I'm committed to her, so just stick with her. Christina, just stick with her. A lot of this is sometimes what this is, collaging. For me, it's just, you know, keep turning things about, moving them about, seeing what I like, what I don't like, type thing. And going through a bowl of stuff I have here, and most of it's pink, and I'm kind of wanting to take away from the pink a little, even though that's pink. No. Boo, boo, boo. See what I have in here. Trying to get to the goodness to the bottom. Oh, it's all paper clipped together, so I can pull it out. Anything in here that I might use? Nope. That's pretty much the same thing. Is any of that going to look? The only one that is kind of screaming out to me is the postcard one. What I'm going to do right now is I do want to corner around that. Actually, I think I'm going to do not a corner. I think I'm going to do a small. Come on. I think I'm going to commit to it, guys. I'm overthinking again. I told you I was trying my best not to do that. Is overthink that. Because what's on my desk is supposed to get a lot of things done. But again, I got this envelope. I got some scraps gone. I've got this rose that was sitting there. I want to pull this kind of right to the edge here. Go, and then bring her in up like this. Maybe just move her over a bit more. I'm committing, guys. I'm going with it. I'm going with it, guys. Okay, and then can do here, I could come in with a number or a word. So let's grab my numbers and my words. But I don't want a pink number. I'm more than positive I don't want a pink. Oh, but where is it? How come I can't find those right now? I have an idea. It's a little too big. I have a container with those in, and I'm trying to think where they are, but I also know I have some sitting here. Under the leaf, but I think I want it down so it's a little too long. I've got to put some more glue under that. That's, you know what, I'm going to leave it for right now because it's got my brain boggled. I want something for that bottom corner, and maybe I'm going too big, and yeah, there. See, I'm just going too big. I'm just going too big. I'm keeping it simpler, Christina. Keep it simple. And I like that. But first we got to put a little more glue on this. There we go. There we go. I like it. And again, if you want more, you could come in with a letter, a wording, if you wanted to, if you wanted to add more to it. But as of right now, or I could have put lace on it type thing, but for now I like it the way it is. There we go. We got that bag that got all stained up, and now it's ready to go in this journal. It's think it'll fit just perfect. Now, I can do several things. I see that I need to glue a little bit here, which is normal for me. Always corners. Is I can turn this into a double pocket if I want. Sometimes I'll give that option, and then sometimes I leave it because then someone might want to store something in it if they're using it as a memory one or a journaling. Really like that. That came out beautiful. We're going to go ahead and put her right in there, guys. Right in there. Because she is ready to go. And I'm using my glue stick. Sometimes I use a wet glue. But I know it would show through here. And I have such a big pocket. I'm not worried about using too much of the sides up, because there's plenty of room, and that way I don't get that, because my glue is too wet and you see it through on the other side. So I want to get her, she's going to have to come right to the edge, I'm more than positive, so she doesn't interfere. She works. This flower, I don't know if I need more glue on it. We'll see how it is once this dries on. There we go. How beautiful is that? And I see here I've got a little bit of a corner. There we go. That one corner just doesn't want to go down for me. There we go. Sometimes what I need to do is pull this out, because sometimes your fingers get gluey. What is underneath it that I feel like, oh, it's just the letters. It's just the way the letters are sticking out from under it. Again. Some extra glue on there to make sure. There we go. Oh, I love her. And then she's ready for a tag. She is ready for a beautiful tag. And I'm wondering right now, we may not have time to finish the tag, but we're going to come in right now. I'm just going to tear it here. Going to tear it there just because I can. Tear it there. And then I want to see how far down she goes. Okay, it's just too wide, which I knew. If I only put her down there, I don't want to take any more off the top, because if I decide to put something there, okay. Now, do I have a long tag base? Where did I put those tag bases? They're right here. I had this one basket full of junk. So I went through it. This is just some smaller tags. Just put those to the bag. And I cut everything up into tag form or journal cards. And I still have another big box. So I'm just seeing if one of these long tags, and I did it that way so that, like in this case, when I need a tag base, it's not as, I want it a bit wider. She fits in there nicely, and she'd fit in there nicely. And this is part of a birthday card that I'm using. She's a good length. Put that back out of the way. And I'm going with this color. And in this case, I'm worried that this might not stick as well, but we're going to try it. This glue stick is a really, like, I have a few seconds I can change my mind, but once it's down, poof, forget it. It's down. I'm trying to hurry, because then it's not really what's on my, well, it's sort of what's on my desk, because those are sitting on my desk just at the end. Okay. And that paper is in my scrap. Even though it's a whole paper, it's because I had originally was going to use it for something else and it didn't work out. And yes, I will keep these two pieces because they work really well. I got to put my glasses down so I can see if my trimming was good. There's a little piece here, but I can't seem to get to it. There we go. And then the top. And again, there's a little piece here. There we go. There we go. I love it. Love it. And I don't know what I'd cover the back with right now. And I'm going to use this one. I know I don't want it. I could make it a bigger, but I want it smaller. I want it to have more of a squarey kind of look to it. There we go. Okay, so she can sit there. Which most likely I will do is I will put her here because I think I'm going to put a bow. And no, she sticks out too far. And I don't want to really trim. Yeah, I might have to trim a bit off the bottom, but I love the bottom. But I don't want to trim much off the top. Well, we might have to do this into a different pocket. So right now we're just making a different. So we're just gonna, I don't want to close her up yet. And I'm just going to put her to the side because I'm thinking, and I know what I want to put on it, but at this moment my eyes can't scan where I put it. But instead of creating this scrap right away, I thought I'd see what's on my desk that I could take and put that on really quickly. I need a bigger tag. I'm just pulling, this is all stuff I've thrown on my, so I'm going to put that there. And then come in with maybe that. It's too nice here. But I'm going to lose too much of that there. This almost covers a nice tag easily. See what I mean by, oh, we're covering junk. We're taking care of things on the side. I think we're almost out of time though. So I'm going to work till it turns off, but I just want to thank you for joining me today with what's on my desk. Today, we're actually going to have 2 videos today. I'm going to do one, it's thinking outside of the box on how to do things, and this one will be focusing on tags. So I'm going to do another video. Part of that is because I'm doing this in a group, and I'm just going to put it as well on my YouTube since I'm doing it, and I think it's a great one. And the reason you get 2 videos is because I didn't do videos Monday and Tuesday. So, and again, I will save that piece because I can trim something up nicely with it. And look at that. We got a tag out of that piece. And now this isn't really straight, so I'm going to go in there because I just grabbed what was laying on the desk. We've got to put something on the other side and then put a little something there. Who knows what? That's too big. But anyways, we're going to decorate that. We have that done. I know that this is going to go on here. But again, I want to thank you for joining me. And if you haven't subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it. But I would really like some comments and even maybe something you want to see done. Oh, it's a little too... Hey, stop. but that's okay. I know what I'm going to do. It might shut off before we're finished, but I'll show you the end result. What I decided is to go 5 minutes more and finish this off. And just because I think it'll look nice. And that way we use up, I'll show you how you take, you know, you create tags and, you know, take your other pieces. Sometimes we throw them in our scrap box and then they sit there forever. So I'm also trying, when it's on, what's on my desk, is to use it fully. Get rid of, I'm trying to straighten that out. So I'm going to leave that like that. I'm bringing this in here, but I'm going to take a little off the bottom and a little off the top. Better be careful how little I take off because I want it to still fit. There we go. I'm going to break that in there. We can move these to the side. I love how those turned out. Yes, Boo-Boo, I know you're there. Yeah, and I could make all kinds of tags in that beautiful paper. I love that paper. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, everything's pink because everything on my desk right now is pink. Pink or blue. I need to start getting some purple out, but because I haven't worked on anything purple, that's why we're not. And I'll go around and trim that up after. Down. I want to make sure that this goes right to that side, and it's not, so we got to pick that back up. It's coming up with that other paper because it's still not dry. I want to make sure. Boo-Boo, no. She was good for a while, for a few minutes, guys. But we're almost done, Boo-Boo. So you just relax yourself. Just relax yourself. If I threw a piece of paper on the ground right now, she would be content. Do that. And I'm most likely going to do that because then we're using that little piece up that we threw there. But then I'm wondering if we should almost maybe... No. I think we're just going to go with that because it's on the desk and we want to use it up. We're just going to take a little tip off the tip. We're going to ink this. This will be the last one, guys, I promise. There, we got a lot done in that few minutes because I just had all the right stuff sitting right here. Sometimes it's good. Take that scrap and see what you can all finish up with that scrap before moving on. Instead of like what I do there at the top of my desk, throw all that there. And I'm going to bring that all the way down. There we go. Then I just need to trim it up. Glasses down so I can see what I'm doing. I think this is a part of a sticker package. I was saving them and saving them. And I cut up all kinds of stickers into small things. And so I cleaned up all the packages. There we go. I like that a lot. Like that a lot. Two ways you can do it. If, like, for instance, I have that neat one, but also take that. But just what I was silly and forgot, I went over here like this. You can't do that. You have to flip it over. And I just measure the sides so I can get it pretty equal. There we go. And I know what I'm putting in the bottom of these. I have a beautiful French fussy cut that I made with different words and different logos. And for some reason right now, it's not jumping out in my eyes because that's how much stuff I have sitting here. And I know what I want to finish these off. I'll try to finish them off, and when I start my next video, I will show you how. Like in this one here, I'm going to find a picture. This one, I'm going to let this be the centerpiece. I've got a couple ideas floating around, but again, this coming in. I said I'm just going to finish that one off, but this is tags. And when I'm finished with this, we would have used that whole page. Almost all of the scraps. And I'm going to cover that. Do I want to cover it from the top? Or do I want to go this way? I think I'm going to go this way. Okay. So again, this was something I was making and it didn't turn out. It didn't get center. So instead of throwing it out, I cut it into a tag, the pieces into a tag. Because it's on cardstock, right? So instead of wasting that cardstock, I just repurposed it. I'm just hoping it doesn't show through too much. So I'm coming in with that. And yes, I have a bit of scrap left over. Sorry, we'll have a bit. And again, can put that on a tag. This probably I would not, because I think it's just white. So that part would just go in the garbage. I should have my glasses down so I can actually see. We're just going a bit over an hour because I just wanted to show you how you can take all the scraps and continue to use them instead of throw them in your... Where did I put it? Oh, it's right in front of my face. And I'm going to pull that up into here. Doesn't go all the way up, but that's okay. I'll show you what I'll do in a second. I'm going to ink this up a bit. I'm going to run this over the glue this way. Sometimes it's nice when you got one like this, you can just do it that way. Boo-boo, down. Oh, I know. You can complain to me all you want. Yes, you can. There we go. I'm just going to cut the corner off. I have to clean it up a bit on the side, but I'm not going to worry about that with you guys. And see, it doesn't quite match. And that doesn't really bother me, because what I'll do... somewhere, and I'm also doing a live tonight. Today it's going to be a busy day with videos. Yes, a busy day. Might have to take a little nap in between it all. Don't think I like the polka dot. You know what? Where did I put that gold one? I need a piece of this gold one is what I need. I need to find the edge is what I need to do. Going the wrong way? Nope, here it is. This one, the edge, this one is a sticky one. And I'm just going to come in with a little piece. I'm not going to do the whole, but because I kind of didn't get it all the way to the top, it might look a little funny. So I'm just going to come in with a little washi tape. Adds another little element to the tag, and do that. See? There we go. And I got to do more to this tag, obviously. I got to decorate it, add some things into it. But there's some base tags. Look at that. And this, I still have where I'm going to use this on a tag. Oh, boo-boo. It's enough. She scratches. Sorry, guys. I'm probably going to come in with this one. I don't have a paper clip here, I don't think. And I'm probably going to finish it off. I'm going to probably do it. I'm going to use these two scraps on my own once I turn the camera off. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me today. And have a wonderful afternoon. I know I've now said that twice because I was going to turn off. But thank you for being patient with me as always. And we will see you in a little while. All right. Don't forget to comment and like the video. Greatly appreciate it.